Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I haven't shared anything recently, however I will be making something today using this die set. I hope you're all keeping well. It is Sunday morning, and hopefully I will get this done and get it posted as soon as possible. So I'll be using the Haunted Halloween collection die set, but as I said, I won't be making any of the items featured. I'm just going to make a little gift box, really, cauldron style, and of course it's pink. So this die set has 50 dies, and it makes 3 different things. It makes a witch's hat, it makes a pumpkin and a cauldron. But I suppose you can make a jack-o'-lantern, you can cut the pieces in and the eyes and things like that, and put a battery operated tea light, which I think will be quite cool. So just to let you know, the pieces that I'll be using for today's make is this hexagon. You need to cut this out 4 times, and on 2 of them you need to use the inner hexagon, and you can place that. Once you've cut these out, there is like an embossed line that goes around here, and then you can use your inner hexagon to place on top, so you don't have to use this to get your positioning right, because you can actually see it, and I can show you that on this one here. I don't know if you can get a clear picture, but there is some embossed lines around the hexagon that you can obviously use the inner hexagon to cut out. You need 6 of these pieces. I've already cut mine out, and I've already creased all the I've already folded all the score lines where all the tabs are. You will need 6 of these, but obviously if you're using patterned paper, you just need 6 of these. But if you are using the verso die, which cuts out the floor, the leafy design, then and you want to back it, then obviously you'll need 12. But I'll show you how I did mine. You need 1 of these for the top of the lid. You need 2 of these which go around, it's the rim that goes around the lid, and you need 3 of these, which will be the lip on the side of the box when we create it. I've cut out a few pieces of the ivy in 2 different shades of green, and yeah, that's about it really. So this is your Haunted Halloween collection die set, which is from birthday week. So that's the first one, and it does come with if there is still any stock left, you can check out the Tonic Studios website, because they still have the spend and save discounts on there. I also received this one, and this is the Once Upon a Time keepsake die set. And what I'll do when I've finished this, I'll show you what I've made, because this is a double die set, and I believe the largest die is about 5 inches by 7 inches roughly, approximately. So it's a really decent size. Oh, actually it's got the measurements just there for you as well, but I'll show you. I have actually made something with it. I'm not doing a video or construction or anything like that, but I'll show you what I've made with that one. I'll refer back to the Halloween die set as we start making this one. So I've got my 6 panels. I have already folded all the tabs in, and I've basically curved it because it's going to be a curved box. So all you need to do with that is basically just use your crease precision tool, and then basically just curve it, and then just fold in your tabs. You can obviously burnish those lines if you want to. So that's that, and you basically need one of these. So this will create the base. Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. I'm just going to go around and burnish those lines. Wasn't it fabulous birthday week? I thought it was amazing. I mean, I really enjoyed watching. Unfortunately, I couldn't get involved. I did kind of pop in on a couple of the days and kind of said hello, and then had to get back to work. So on this one, all I'm going to do is just glue all my panels on. I'm going to add my layers later because I just want to get the construction side of it done first. So it is quite straightforward. Mind you, I haven't watched any of the videos. I didn't really get much time. I caught up on some of it. I did see a little bit of, was it Wednesday? No, Wednesday was Once Upon a Time. Thursday, I think Jodie was there, and she dressed up like a witch, and she really got into it. It was amazing to watch, actually. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to watch all of it. Like I said, I was working, so I kind of tuned in and kind of said hello, and then had to slide out from the videos because I was out and about. I was driving, didn't really have much time to kind of interact or kind of get involved in any of the chat. You can feel with your fingers when you've kind of got it perfect. Very similar to the fairy houses, the balloon, very similar to quite a lot of the bell and bauble. So there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of die sets now that Tonic do that have the curved lines. So that's quite cool. So you kind of get the idea of how they need to be put together. Right, 3 more to do. Try and do them quickly. But just remember to be kind to your glue. I'm not always very kind to my glue, and I do tend to sometimes rush things. And for those of you who are waiting for the Christmas tree, I believe that's going to be available through Tonic in about a week's time, because obviously that was launched on Create and Craft. And Leo did say during the live that when they are available through Tonic directly, that Simon has agreed that there will be some form of discount. Even if it's not called Spend and Save, there will be a similar discount. I mean, obviously I have no idea how they're going to work that one, but I'm sure they'll figure something out so you don't all miss out on your discounts, because obviously it's the first time that it's been done this way, where the launches, some of the launches were on Create and Craft. So with this one, I prefer to glue the top tab first. I mean, I'm going to apply glue to all the tabs, but I like to glue the top tab first, and then everything kind of falls into place. I kind of discovered that when I was doing the Bell and Bauble, because it is quite a small bauble as such. It can be very fiddly, so if you get the top one right, if I hold it in this way, it's better. If you can get the top one aligned and hold that in, you find that everything else falls into place. The other thing, I might suggest it actually to Tonic, but I wonder if, you know how the latch box and the padlock, they had the dotted design. I wonder if that would help the tabs so it's not such a harsh line, if that makes sense. I don't know, maybe. Might help, who knows, but I might suggest the idea. There you go, that's one side done. And obviously don't forget as well, all this is going to get covered because you'll have your panels. I didn't show you the panels. These are the panels that I've already glued and stuck down. There's one still that I need to do. So for this project, just so you know as well, I am using 216 GSM, Craft Perfect, and it's good to use 216 because it helps with your curves and it's not so harsh. And yeah, I you know, and once you've added all your layers on, it is quite a substantial sturdy box. Obviously I've not made one of these, but I have made other things that, you know, I've used 216 GSM and very similar in terms of construction. It's just better, like you can manipulate the card more and you won't get harsh lines when you use 216 GSM. That's the second one. And when you are adding glue, just make sure you put your glue from the corners to each corner. So it's just rinse and repeat really on here. Did you all take advantage of the vouchers? I think you still can actually. So I think it was on Wednesday morning. Was it Wednesday? Must have been Wednesday. I bought 2 vouchers. Two £100 vouchers, so £200 in total. And because Cam did say, you know, use your vouchers, you get your spend and save discount on that, and then when you go to use your vouchers to purchase the items, you get a further discount. So I made the most out of all the discounts, really. So technically, you know, you got, let's say 33% discount, because it's not, once you've had your full 25% discount, you get your 10% based on the remainder of your balance. And so that's what I did. So the first purchase I did was this one. Obviously I was part of the launch for the Christmas tree. So if you haven't seen that, do go and check out Facebook, because I did post my samples on there. I did like a fresh mint tree, and I did a ballet pink and Arctic blue one. And those were the ones that were on Create and Craft, but I bought this and the Once Upon a Time on Thursday. Must have been Thursday. Yes, it was. So I bought these on Thursday. I didn't buy it on the Wednesday. I waited, and then I bought this on Thursday, and then on Friday I bought the Truck and Track. Yeah. Right. So we've got one last one to go. Just make sure these are stuck down, which they are. Sorry, this is the fiddly bit, and I don't plan to speed anything up. I'm just gonna go ahead with it as it is. There we go. So if you did want to craft along, you know, you might be making the pumpkin. So, you know, it's the same principle. I'm just not using the stalk. I'm using the cauldron lid. There we go. I think also it's nice to, you know, for you to see if there are mistakes being made, or, you know, the struggles that we might have when trying to put something together, because I know a lot of the times we fast forward the gluing part of it because you don't want to watch glue dry. But sometimes I think people find it helpful because it shows them that they're not doing it wrong. Because, you know, these, when you're dealing with curves, it does take time. Right, so now we are on the last one. There we go. I think the last one is always the awkward one, isn't it? So apologies, you might see me cutching a little bit. Just want to make sure the lines, everything aligns. There we go. I know quite a lot of people were also upset because obviously some of the birthday stuff was launching on Create and Craft, and people were worried about stock and what have you being sold. But Karen, Leo and Cam, they did all assure us that you know, stock has been put aside on this occasion. And I think the problem with when the bell and bauble did come back, I think the problem was in that situation, Crate and Craft had obviously refurbished and updated their website, and that created a few issues, and that's how the stuff got oversold, basically. You can stick your hand in if you need to, just to press things down. Here. Oh. Okay, so that creates our box. So all I'm going to do, basically, thankfully it all covers really nicely, so it will literally be a case of just gluing them on and sticking them down. So for these I have used Harvest Gold, and I've used blushing pink pearlescent card. Gluing mirror card to pearlescent card, obviously you do have your challenges. So if you do if you do decide to obviously use it with that combination, just be mindful that it's it does take a little bit longer to glue, and this is why I left this last, because if I had glued these onto my panels, I think I would have struggled to glue everything down. I think I would have had problems with that. So it is literally just a case of holding it, being kind to your glue, and yeah, just make sure you press everything down really well. So although I did use my bone folder on these, just using my hands now to glue, just to offer it a bit more curve. The other thing I was going to say is just be mindful when you are gluing that you're following the same pattern on each side. So it all matches, basically, is what I'm trying to say. A bit more glue. Make sure it matches. Do you know, this also reminds me of, there was a vase, trying to think now. There was a vase, was it the Sky Lantern or something? There was a lantern or something, or where the sides kind of come out. Can't think now what it was. Did Ali make it in black, red and gold? Perhaps. Very similar. Yeah, very similar design. But I think on that one the sides came down. Let's just make sure that's gluing down properly. Isn't it so pretty though? I think it's really pretty. And the thing is, not everybody celebrates Halloween. I didn't get it for Halloween purposes. I don't really celebrate Halloween. However, I do like the hocus pocus, and you know, I like the look of everything. It's really cute, but I don't actually celebrate Halloween, like, which I'm sure not everybody does. I've got another week at work, and then I have a couple of weeks off, which I am looking forward to. I've not had any time off since March. And, you know, you get to that point, don't you, where you're like, right, I'm at that point now where I'm just like eager to have a couple of weeks. Not just for crafting, but it's also my birthday in August, so I'm planning to spend some time in London with my mum. So what I was saying with the pearlescent card, all I did was I just did it with my hands, really, because when you use your index finger and your thumb, you can get quite a nice curve. I haven't curved this. I literally just applied glue to it. And I did individually go around applying glue to all of this. You could, this would look nice in green too, I think. Just make sure I haven't missed any bits. I don't think I have. Right, so literally all I did was marry it up at the top, make sure the top was aligned, and gently press down. Okay, and then we just need to make sure so the way, the colours I'm obviously using for this is the same colours I've used for the book, the Once Upon a Time gift box. So that makes if you find you've got any leaves that are loose, put a bit of adhesive on some card and slide it underneath. I would show you, but I've had a good clear out and got rid of all my bits and bobs. There we go. Right, so that completes that part. The next part, excuse me, right, oh, dropping everything everywhere. So these bits, I believe, let me just quickly check the instructions. So these bits, okay, so these bits you glue together and then you stick them in, apparently. So maybe they need to fold out a little bit, I think, from what I can see. Yeah, right. Right, bear with me. Just need to take a sip of my drink. Okay, so we're just gonna apply glue onto these tabs. And if you hold your finger against this part as you're gluing, you'll know that it's aligned. And then the last one. This bit here. So I made the hat box, was it last weekend? Yes, it was last weekend, because that's when I burnt my leg with the hot glue gun. Literally, the glue dripped onto my leg, and obviously I was filming the video at the time and I couldn't scream, so in the end I decided against filming. And I kind of paused the video halfway through. I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to be uploading this video today, because I kind of yelped. Because it was, oh gosh, if you've ever burnt yourself with hot glue, especially when you don't expect it, and suddenly, and mine was quite a bad burn actually, because as I went to wipe the glue off, because it was really hot, I took the skin off. Not fun. Right, so all you do is, once you've got these tabs in, you just glue it in. I don't know if you can see, but just in here, you press against it. Get it right to the edge. And just press it down. And everything fits perfectly, because this is Tonic, so, you know, their measurements for everything is just perfect. I think this is the last one. And that's the lip for your box. So now all we need to do is, so as I said before, you are going to use, I'll just bring the dies in. So you're going to use the large hexagon with the tabs, and then you've got the smaller hexagon. But when you cut these out, what you'll find is you'll have an embossed line. So you don't necessarily have to use this, but obviously if you can't see the embossed line, then do use it to align it. And then once you've aligned it, remove this section, so you get something like this. And obviously that then helps with placing this basically into here. Right, let me just put these away. Let's fold the tabs on this one. So one is going to be for your lid and one is going to be for this section here. I'm not using my precision tool for this one, but basically all you do is apply glue. And then bring in your and it should fit perfectly inside, like so. And then obviously get your hands in and then just press everything down. You may need to just get your fingers in. Just to help glue everything down. Sorry, I'm just gonna bring it to me so I can, it's really difficult to see when you've got the camera on. I'm just feeling with my hands just to make sure everything has actually glued down, and it has. Right, so that's that part done. So the next part is the lid. So you have these two strips. Well, you need to cut two of these. There's a long strip, it's this one. Oh. It's this one here, and you need to cut two of those because that's going to be the lip that goes around. It's the rim that goes around the lid basically. So you have another hexagon with your tabs already folded and creased, and all we are going to do with this one is just fold where the score lines are, and then we are going to glue this onto the tabs on the hexagon. So I'm just going to glue these together first. Be kind to your glue, remember. It's the same principle, I think, to make the pumpkin. The pumpkin has a zigzaggy top, layers that you just add on really. So all I'm going to do is start at this end, I think, and then just glue them on. So I'm going to apply my glue to all these bits, I think. Just make sure you take it to all the corners, so then you know everything's going to glue really well. Looks quite warm outside today, sun's shining. Right, so starting with the tab side, and these will all align perfectly. Use your glass mat as your support if you like. Might make it a little bit easier for you. And then when you get to the end bit, just apply a tiny bit of glue just to seal it up. And then that is your perfect lid. Just make sure you are kind to your glue, because obviously there's going to be a lot of handling because this is the lid. So there's that. And then this one, where I've already folded all the score lines for the tabs, all this does is just sit inside. So I'm just going to again apply some glue. I'm waiting for the candy cane collection to come onto Tonic, because obviously I did the Christmas tree. I've got all the other launches. I just need the candy cane collection. I did buy the Festive Fair collection. Oh my goodness me. How adorable are the critters. They are just, honestly, something else. I bought it just for the critters, because the dies, obviously you've got the dies, and yeah, it's just such an adorable, like literally the critters are just so adorable. Couldn't believe it when I saw it. And then the interactive one, the penguin and the polar bear. Oh gosh, so cute. But it's so good. It's really nice to see Tonic coming out with bundles where you have a paper collection, and you know, you've got the dies, the embossing folders, you've got stencils, you've got foil fusion. And can I just say the price? I mean, I thought these bundles were going to be really expensive, but the fact that they're not, and the fact that they are literally about $89.99. Once you've got your discounts, they come down a lot more. So right, so that is that. That's the lid. All I'm going to do is, so I have cut out, hold on, let me just bring all this over, all these bits and pieces. So I've got the handle that is going to go there, but I thought I might actually just back it with some pink card. I did cut out two, but I don't think I need to. So I'm just going to back it with some pink card, just so we don't have white as a backing on it. There we go. If you do get glue on it or anything like that, you can use a baby wipe and just gently wipe it off. Right, so I am going to add some glue onto here and here. Just going to press it against my finger. And then I am just going to eyeball it and then just stick it like so. And that goes on like that. And then I've got the feet. But so what I was going to say was, when you're using milk card, especially if you're making feet and stuff, use your pokey tool and just give it a scratch, because like on the tabs, I mean, because what that does is it helps your glue adhere better. So just give it a scratch like I'm doing. I should have another one. Is there another one? There it is. Because when you scratched it, it helps the glue stick better. So we'll give it a go anyway. It works for me most of the time. Now I've said it out loud, chances are I'm gonna have issues. Or, you know, if you're not comfortable with that, you can just use a hot glue gun if you wanted to. I'm just going to take the lid off for a second. I'm just going to do 3, I think. Yep. So you still do need to hold it down, obviously. Yeah, I think I should have used the hot glue gun, really. But anyhow, what I will do is I'll share the pictures once it's done. I'm not going to worry about it now because it might just take too long. So what I will do is I'll come back with photos once I've done that. So what I did want to do, just the last thing to do on here, was just to add some foliage. So I've cut some out in fen green and out of, this is called, these Tonic don't sell them anymore, unfortunately, otherwise I would have bought tons. But this was like a speciality card in, and I believe it was called Green Leaves. Yes, I'm sure it was called Green Leaves. So all I wanted to do really was add some foliage to the lid. Ooh. I did want to get some flowers actually on here, but I don't know. I might do actually. So all I'm doing with the ivy leaves is just with my fingers really, just giving them just a bit of shape. You can use tools, embossing tools and things if you wanted to. No, let's do it that way. literally just sticking bits on, really. Nothing fancy, or I'm not doing it in a certain pattern or anything like that. Oh. You don't have to, by the way, add any of this extra embellishment. I'm just doing it because I don't know. Because I want to add some flowers, I guess. Stick it there. Might just stick some darker. These are the tinier ivies, and these are all, again, these are all in with this die set. I won't use anymore, I think that's plenty. But I did want to put some of these flowers on, so I'll stick one there. Just going to quickly grab a couple more flowers. Bear with. I just use marble flowers because they're easy and they're just always to hand for me. So, but you can obviously add your own flowers and things if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be marble flowers. Tonic do sell a lot of flower dyes and things, so you could potentially use things like that. And you can use hot glue, by the way, it doesn't have to be. Maybe not so close to the handle, actually. Hold on. So you've got somewhere to... So you can still open it if you need to. Okay, guys, so that is my vase finished. I think there are decorative bits that you can actually add on to these sides here. Yes, there is. So I might just add that part in before I take pictures. And to be quite honest, it doesn't matter which way round your lid is, to be quite honest. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so that is the finished vase that I've made. So there's that. I'll put the feet on and I'll add some extra decorative elements onto here before I post any videos. And this is the Once Upon a Time. Let me just move these out of the way. So this is the Once Upon a Time book that I have made. I have added the tassel. As you can see, I've used a frosted pink, I think it is, glitter card. I've used Harvest Gold, Pink Ballet, and I have also used blush pink. for this. And here, I don't know if you can see or if it's too shiny, it says Once Upon a Time. And it also says Once Upon a Time on here, which is debossed into the side of the spine. And again, I've backed it with frosted pink glitter card. And so with the closure, you obviously get all your decorative elements. So for the closure, you have a couple of padlocks in the set. So you have a square one and you have a love heart one, and it's such a simple way of opening and closing. Basically it's like so. There's a little slit just on the top there, and then when you open it up, this is what I've made. So again, I've obviously used the layering pieces just to cover up my workings. I can write like a note to whoever I'm giving this to. And then this is the scene I created, mainly with Harvest Gold and Frosted Pink. And I've put the gate in, which is really cute. And I've again decorated all the way around. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will give the cauldron or the pumpkin or the witch's hat a go, and again have a play with this as well. You don't have to have a scene inside. You can just have it as a jewellery box, or put some makeup in. You can use it in your craft room where you put your embellishments and things, or say like you've got bits and pieces, you can put it in there. And I just think it looks so beautiful. Initially I wasn't going to get it because I didn't think it was going to be my cup of tea, but I'm glad I did. And obviously this is a double die set as well, so yes, thank you so much, and hopefully I will catch you. I don't know when I'll next be doing a video, but hopefully not too long, as I do have a couple of weeks annual leave, so I might just have time to drop in and do a couple more videos. But thank you so much for joining me today. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. I know I don't post as frequently, but hopefully you can follow me along on my journey of crafting, enjoying crafting, sharing my makes with you. Don't forget as well, today at 5 p.m. on Create and Craft, Jodie will be live with the relaunch of the Twirling Teacups. It has taken quite some time obviously to get back in stock, but it is back in stock through Create and Craft, and then it will be on Tonic's website in 2 weeks time. I have shared some samples on the Tonic Facebook page, but do check out the DT samples on Create and Craft at 5 p.m. and I believe at 9 p.m. So thank you again, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.